Welcome back to Suns Valley Podcast, everybody. Earlier this week, Sundo and I put out a video trying to predict who the Suns might go after in the buyout market. And boy, did we get those wrong. We had high hopes for Jeremy Sochan and or Chris Boucher. Looking for some rebounding, looking for some length and height. We got half of that. Ended up with Haywood Highsmith. And I was just telling Sundo earlier that the only thing I knew about him was technically I knew he was a real NBA player. Like that name rang a bell, but nothing more. So I had to start looking into him, as I'm sure many of you did. And when I thought about the fact that he was drafted by Miami, that got me excited because Miami is notorious for drafting well and finding players that play great winning style of basketball. Haywood got traded in August from the Heat to the Nets, and he's had a meniscus surgery in that time, and he hasn't played at all, but now he's becoming available. He's just been cleared for 5-on-5 play. So I don't think we're going to get the best version of him right away. It might even take a while to get him, but Sundo, they wanted him. Okay, they didn't just bring him in temporarily on a provisional basis. They gave him a multi-year deal. So I think we both suspect that the Suns really like him, for better or worse. What it kind of reminds me of is Young Hansen. They weren't even considering anyone else in the draft because for a couple of years, they wanted Young Hansen. Joe Cronin did specifically. So he just looked past everybody and got his guy. I feel like this has a little bit of that feel. Like, we wanted you a couple years ago, now you're available. Not only come to Phoenix, but stay a while. Take your coat off. Pretty surprising. But once again, Sundo, that's not the position that we had in mind, is it?
No, it's not the position that we had in mind. But what I do like about this deal, honestly, is the multi-year part of it. Again, as you mentioned, he just got bought out by the Nets, and so he was making $5 million there. I can't imagine us giving him anything over the min. I'm pretty sure the negotiations was, hey, you're not gonna get more than what you were making with the Nets now with any team. We can guarantee you money for multiple years. And I'm sure it was probably somewhere around the veteran minimum for 1 to 2, 3 years or whatever, saying we can guarantee this for you, take it or leave it. And I'm sure, and he took it. And so what I like about that is this deal is going to keep you under that luxury tax. You're probably more than likely going to waive Cole Anthony. You're going to then convert Jamari Bouye to a full contract. This contract and this deal with Jamari Bouye, Amir Coffey still here is going to make it easier for you to extend players. Next season, we have contracts coming up, such as I mentioned Bouye already, on Gillespie, Mark Will, Jordan Goodwin. We have all these contracts coming up. This deal in this type of player helps you have continuity for this team moving forward. Because at the end of the day, again, I know that fans have championship aspirations because we are going to the playoffs and fans really want us to compete, but I'm sure that the organization does not have champion aspirations immediately. I'm sure they have a long-term vision. This all plays into that vision. You get a solid player, a solid 3-and-D guy, 6'5", good wingspan, will play defense. More than likely, when he's on the floor, he'll be guarding the best player on the court. Could you just imagine him and Goodwin on the court at the same time? It would probably be ridiculous. So, yeah, man, I love this deal. It's not who we wanted. I know we wanted length. I know the fan base, our community wanted length. We wanted Boucher. Some of us wanted Sochan. I know that's what we wanted, but that's not what we're going to get. It seems like Jordan Knott is dead set on surrounding Jalen Green, Booker, and even in, I guess we can now say Dylan Brooks, since he likes to drop 20 a game sometimes. He wants to surround our stars with 3-and-D shooters and one big man, and that's just the route we're going to be going the rest of the season. So I'm sorry, fans. You're just going to have to deal with it as is.
This team has a lot of 3-and-D wings, and we've already identified one that has had to take a back seat. Now, I think Ryan Dunn's having a good February. Yeah, I think his statistics bear that out. But this season has not been a huge step forward. Really stuck in place. Some might even argue he's regressed. So I don't see how this move helps him personally. Not that it's our responsibility to coddle him and make it so that he gets minutes. Like, this desire to win requires merit win out. So if Haywood is better, Haywood's better, and you say goodbye to Ryan Dunn eventually. I mean, that's what it looks like it's going towards. And if Haywood gets on the court soon, does he not cut into Ryan Dunn? Like, or is someone else? Is Royce gonna get his minutes cut?
Nah, I don't think Royce will get his minutes cut. That's just they love Royce too much. Like Royce doesn't get his minutes cut. You're not cutting Grayson Allen's minutes. You're not cutting Gillespie's minutes. You're not cutting Goodwin's minutes with the way he's been playing defense. You're right. It just seems like, and I hate to say this, Ryan Dunn would be the odd man out. Not to mention we just got Amir Coffey, and Amir Coffey seems to be super solid, and he can get buckets, and he seems to play solid defense. And if this guy comes in and gives you more of the same, and Ryan Dunn's inconsistent, like the way Jordan Knott wants to play the game, the way he wants players around our stars, as I mentioned, it's not going to bode well for him. And I hate to turn this into, hey, we just got Haywood Highsmith and everything's great, to, hey, Ryan Dunn's in trouble. But I've been saying this on live streams and I've been watching it, and it seems to be trending that way, where it's like, bro, Ryan Dunn might be one of those pieces that they end up moving for capital down the road, just because they have found these other value pieces. They found the Amir Coffeys. They found the Haywoods, right? They're going to keep Goodwin. They're going to keep Gillespie. They're going to keep Bouye, and it might be one of those deals where, like, hey, you're a first round draft pick. We need to move along. We need to move you along, and we need to trade, because at the end of the day, we want to stay under the luxury tax for a better deal down the road. I don't know. I'm just spitting some things out there. I can see them going that route because Dunn, as you mentioned, has not been consistent this season. Hasn't taken a step forward. This is his second coach in 2 seasons. And at least my eye test tells me he seems to be the odd man out, because he's the one that's the most inconsistent when it comes to shooting threes, getting a bucket, driving the basket, and driving and kicking. It's just sad to see, but that's just how it looks this year.
Well, I mean, that is exactly it. It's the 3-point progression. And Haywood happens to be Ryan Dunn years, hopefully, into Ryan Dunn's career. Haywood had a bad 3-point shooting percentage his first couple years, but the last couple of years, he turned it on. He flipped the switch. He started getting it and started shooting between 38 and 39% 2 years in a row. So that's what we've been asking and needing Ryan Dunn to do. And the other thing is guard the other team's best player. You just said that's going to be Haywood's job. That's how good of a defender he is. So, I mean, it really feels like it's directly going to cut into Ryan Dunn minutes, which I don't know how to feel about. But if we win more because of it, I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it either. I love Ryan Dunn. We wanted him in the draft. When we were going through all the players, I was like, hey, Ryan Dunn's the guy in a position, just because that length, that athleticism. We saw the shot in watching the pre-draft process, and we were like, there's nothing wrong with his shot. Like, he's got a good form. He's just inconsistent. Give him some time, let him develop. He'll be consistent, and he'll be a good shooter. And yeah, we're 2 seasons in. So I know we should probably give him a little bit more time, but it sounds like, just eye test again with his second coach. Ott has a vision, and he doesn't seem to be fitting that vision. It's different whenever Bud's on the team and he sees it and he's like, yeah, okay, I'm part of the staff that wants this guy. I can see the vision there. But when you get a different coach who didn't inherit him, yeah, it's going to be a different case. And so, yeah, man, it's sad to say, but yeah, he seems to be the odd man out in the situation. If Haywood comes in and balls out, if Amir Coffey comes in and continues to ball out, if Goodwin continues to give you great defensive minutes, I think the emergence of Jordan Goodwin is the unrated part of this conversation that we're not talking about, with the way he's been shooting and the way he's been playing defense. So yeah, man, it's getting really crowded at the wing position. That's for sure. And I don't know, Ryan Dunn, maybe put on some weight, learn to do some turnaround jumpers in the paint, become a power forward, and maybe things will be different.
Bro, I was having that exact same thought, because he was good at guarding the 4 in college because he can block shots. He's got that really long wingspan and tall standing reach. It's just funny you'd say that. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. We'll see you guys soon for the next live stream versus the Red Hot Spurs and Wemby.